So a recent question that came in is on when you're detailing cars, how to use the towels. Do you have a specific color for a different part of the interior or the exterior? How do you manage that? Because when you're using microfiber towels, you're gonna have an assortment of colors. So do you are the greens only for X? Are the orange only for Y? Are the blues only for Z? So I'll be going over that in this video. So these are the different types of interior towels that I have. I have an orange, I have a different kind of orange, I have a yellow, I have two different types of greens, a blue, so a variety of colors. So when I first started off, I did want to say, you know what, the color green is only going to be for seats, or the yellows are going to be for what, you'll try to dedicate a specific color to a specific part of the interior. But over time, I kind of saw that it wasn't really working out, just because there's too many situations where I either ran out of towels or I just wanted to use something. Whatever the case may be, in my situation, it was a flawed system that I was using. So what I do now is I don't necessarily try to have a dedicated color for a specific part of the interior or exterior, but when I do grab a number of towels to clean the interior, so let's say I get this yellow, I get this blue, and I get this orange, when I'm gonna start, and it doesn't matter which, if I get these three colors or another three colors, it doesn't matter. But if I get these three colors, I will say this one's gonna be only to mop up the seats or the initial pass of whatever I'm cleaning. So if it's the door panels, this will be the first initial wipe. Then the blue towel will be dedicated to wiping off the residue. So this one will get a majority of the residue from the seats that are left over from, like, after I steam it. I'll use this one to mop most of it up, or on a door panel. And then this one will always be the second towel that I use to make sure there's no streaks being left. And then the third towel would be, okay, I'm only going to use this towel for the steamer to wrap it around the attachment. So every time I grab another 3 set of towels, I dedicated a specific job. So if I grab these 3 towels, this one will be for the initial wipe. The blue towel will be for the second pass, and the orange one will be dedicated to the steamer. But again, the actual color doesn't matter, because now if I have this yellow and these 2 types of greens, I would just say this one's going to be for the initial pass, this one will be for the second pass, and this one will be for the steamer. Whatever the case may be. But I only have a dedicated color for what I'm currently using it for. The same thing applies for when you're detailing the exterior of the paint, whether it be waxing the vehicle, polishing, compounding. I used to have dedicated colors for each step of the detail, when I'm, whether it's 2-step or whatever part I'm doing of the exterior. But after my flawed system, after I didn't really like how it was working, I just said, you know what, when I grab 2 towels, I'll dedicate it to whatever I'm working on. So a yellow towel isn't always going to be just for removing wax, an orange towel isn't always going to be for polishing, and vice versa. It's whatever situation I'm in. I'll just, once I grab the towels I'm going to use, that's when I'll assign it a role. But I don't have a predetermined color of yellow will only be for X and orange will only be for Y. It's what am I working on? What do I need? When I grab 2 towels, I'll give them a dedicated role. And as always, just like anything else in your business or life, you can come up with your own system. That's just what I use. Maybe it's flawed to some of you. Maybe some of you have no system in place, so this is a good starting point. Whatever it is, just start with something and then evolve from there. Don't think you need to have a specific spreadsheet marking what towels are going to be for what use with what color. It doesn't need to get that complicated. Just try to put something together and move with it, because having some type of system in place does help you move faster during the detail. You're not thinking about it as much, and you know exactly what to do when you're at that part. So even as trivial as just getting towels, a proper towel system in place helps you out a lot. Now, another question I get is, well, how do you manage all your towels? Do you have a bag? Do you have a duffel bag? How do you sort them out once you're done with the towels? And that's even more simple. I literally use one single bag to throw all my towels in there. So whether it's interior or exterior, again, I don't have the biggest van on the planet, so if I want to take up more space, I'll need a bigger van because I'm already limited on what I can use. So to keep things simple, I throw everything into this one bag, whether it's interior, exterior. I'll just throw them in there, crunch them in there, and then once I get back to the garage, then I'll sort them out. But even when I wash them together, depending on the severity of them, but for the most part, I'll just wash all of them together. As you can tell, it's nothing complex. You don't need to overcomplicate this. It's a simple system. Try and incorporate something of what you've seen here. Watch others and see how they use their towels or what they do. Make your own up. It's nothing concrete. There's several ways to go about this. Just figure out what works best for you. The only real rule of thumb I can give you is if it is complicated, if it's giving you headaches, if you can't keep up with the system, if you keep on overworking yourself with what you're currently doing, then at that point, just simply think of another system to use. Don't keep on using something that's giving you more headaches or more time to the detail. As always, let me know in the comments below how you manage your towels, where you put them, how you store them, how you use them. Let everyone else know so they can learn and use it for themselves and myself as well. So leave that comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.